Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Kill of the Week. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, and we're going to go through rapid fire of everybody joining us in the call right now, which we have. We're going to kind of go like a zigzag because we got Jess, Carly, Josh, Jill, and Chris. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
There we go. Try something new. Everybody greets on the podcast this time, not just me talking like an asshole. I'm gonna let Chris take away what we're watching, why we're watching it, why he picked it at X, Y, and Z, since this was his pick. So, Chris, all you.
All right. Well, today we are watching a scene from a movie with many, many kill scenes. This one being one of many, but one that just really stands out. The film by Stephen King. It's the only movie by Stephen King. Because I think this is possible that this movie was one of the things that convinced him to sober up.
Wait, hold on. When you say the only movie by Stephen, you mean the only one that he directed?
Yes,
Okay.
the only he directed. Yeah, he's produced many movies, but he tried to direct one movie, and this was it. The 1986 masterpiece, Maximum Overdrive. The scene in particular it's in like around the middle of the movie, right? It starts off with a little league game. You know. Well, should I go over the premise of the movie, or
Yeah, let's talk about what it's about.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a comet that flies past Earth, and its electromagnetic whatevers are making all the machines on Earth sentient, and then they start to attack and kill people. All right.
But I feel like it's only some machines though, because like some of the cars that they drive aren't sentient. Like it's mainly like big rigs. It feels like.
No, it's things. It's whatever like really convenient to the scene, honestly. Because like the thing about this movie is it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. There are many scenes where somebody's driving a car and then the car's alive is trying to like kill them, but they still get away in the car. There's all sorts of things like that. It seems that this radiation or whatever that this comet is emitting is making some of the machines come to life, but presumably all the machines, I don't know. Anyway, this scene is a scene that takes place, like I said, at a little league game, right? And they just won, and coach is going to go get them all sodas, and kind of good take it from there. I mean, the end writes itself. So should we like just show the scene?
I mean, we'll cut this part out. The scene plays before the show starts, so people.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Whoops.
But yeah, so they go to get these celebratory sodas, which I want to talk about that coach for a second. All right, before that, who has watched it and who hasn't? Like, who's seen the movie? Okay, obviously all of us, but Josh and Jess. Okay, but the scene that we're talking about when they win the Little League game, the coach is the most unenthusiastic coach ever. That the kids won and he could give two fucks that they won the game. Like he did not want to fork out the money for all the sodas that these kids were going to get. Like we could go back and watch it. He's like he just walks over like his arms are all crossed and he's like bitter as fuck that they won. And I just want to know why.
He didn't look like he was like coaching a little league game. He was like dressed in like he was like fixing a car or something, or
it was like the 80s.
Yeah, but it was like it's like he rolled around in the dirt. Like, is that what? Like he was super physical in this like little league game. Like he just like woke up hungover, like, oh shit, I gotta go coach kids.
Judging by his reaction, probably.
I will say when I first saw his character, I didn't even know he was the coach. I thought he was the coach of the other team, and he was like mad that his team lost. And I was so confused. And then he was like, "I'm gonna go get soda." I was like, "Oh, but they lost."
It comes across as like an asshole dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like it's his turn to like coach the team this week.
Oh yeah, they could. That seems like because they were in Wilmington, North Carolina, and that seems like a small town that they would have rotating coaches. Because I mean, Jess, you coach children's sports, right?
Yes.
Do you rotate people, or are you like the designated coach person?
I mean, like, if I can't be there, I get someone to step in, but no, there's usually the set coaches, assistant coaches.
Okay, but it's not like like.
I mean, there's reluctant parents that don't really want to be there.
Got it. Okay.
Damn.
I did think that coach, because I didn't even know he was the coach. That's how dirty that outfit was. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
Until the kid came up like, coach. I was like, oh,
Oh, okay.
that's bad.
He was like filling in for shortstop or something.
I feel like the fact that he's wearing the same hat as all the other kids is a pretty good tell.
That was like probably the only thing that they could get for like his size in that uniform is just the hat. Because like all the kids are wearing like, uniforms with numbers on them, except for him.
He really looks so pissed off to be doing that. I'm like rewatching it right now. Just like these guys, man. Would you say that kill is actually like when the soda machine starts attacking him with soda? Poetic justice, maybe.
I'd say so because he didn't seem like he wanted to get him soda in the first place.
Yeah.
I also think too, like what they did well with this, and it's a very loose well,
Yeah.
is that it starts off kind of funny of like, oh, haha, you got hit in the crotch with a can of Pepsi. Like, that's goofy and slapstick, and then it just keeps going and going, and it gets worse and worse as it just keeps getting pelted with fucking cans of soda.
Like
Until you
yeah.
see like the large like welt of the bottom of the can like in his forehead, which was pretty sick and gruesome.
He just died so slowly, I thought. Like, I'm like, why are you just sitting there and choosing to get pelted by these sodas? Move. Like, if you're getting hit by a soda, hey, move out of the way.
I think if you get hit in the crotch, I think that pretty much is like you're immobile for a good while. Especially from a
out of the way, he's making direct eye contact with it.
There's
Yeah,
there's definitely like 5 seconds where a man just can't move.
There's 5 seconds of him just like, oh, and then he gets hit again.
I mean, after he get hit by the third one, I do agree. I was like, I don't know why he didn't just put up a shield because now you got free sodas that you didn't.
Yeah.
But
There's that moment when you realize, oh wait, he's really hurt. He's not just like, oh, it's not just like a kicked in the balls joke.
Yeah. Yeah, just obviously like a little bit of workshop stuff for this one. The makeup effects done in this movie was led by a man named Dean Gates, and with his partner Gordy Wine or Ween, maybe is how you pronounce it. Not 100% sure, but Gordy is normally a camera guy. He does very little makeup stuff. Like this is the only makeup credit he has on top of some kind of weird short. But Dean Gates also has like a bunch of makeup credits, has a bunch of uncredited makeup credits, which I feel like, judging just from that effect alone, I think he did a pretty good job with that open wound. But he was uncredited on Coneheads and Jurassic Park, and uncredited on Super Mario Brothers movie, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which we talked about previously. So either he was just like the little helper monkey on set, or like they just kind of handed him a brush and he just kind of fell into the role, and like somebody just remembered he was there. But
he did it for the love of the game.
Yeah. But it's just like, wow, like you have stuff, or maybe it was because of Maximum Overdrive, they didn't want to like show that he was on any other movie after it, because he was associated.
You can be in a movie so bad that does happen. I did lose a role because of a short film I did once, and I was like, I will never work with that person again.
Jesus. And yet you're still with us. I'm sorry.
Oh, what? No, it wasn't you guys. I don't even remember the lady's name, and that's a good sign.
Very
You
fair.
know, this makeup work is actually like really good though. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, it's very detailed. It's effective.
Yeah, and the shot here, I'm looking at the shot of the kid as he crawls up to him and like trying to grab his shoulder. It's it's a decent shot. But then the thing is, like, they follow it up with more like shooting at him. At some point they show the kid on the bike going along, and then the bike just kind of like does a flip on him.
See, if you go back to the vending machine part, I wanted to know how many soda cans were actually in that machine, because it is just such rapid fire of it, like shooting out and just beaming this poor guy.
I feel like it would have a in there. You'd think at some point it would run out of ammo, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Or get jammed or something.
I used to restock soda machines at my church. They can definitely hold like maybe 16 of the same can. I feel like that was definitely more than 16.
Oh yeah. But also, like, it looked like that machine that machine looks like it has like 5 or 6 buttons, so maybe it's well stocked.
Yeah,
we'll give it that.
It was fresh.
it's like
the game.
70 rounds.
I do think it's funny. It's like the opposite of what happens with vending machines. Like normally I feel like you have to like kick it, everything gets stuck. Instead, everything just comes flying out.
Also, okay, looking at the practicality of this machine, that I can't really tell from the shot of like the little like slot that it comes out of. Like, is there like a little thing to like cup it and catch the can as it like comes out, or are you supposed to just like catch it from the hole as it shoots out? Because it doesn't look like there's anything for it to drop into. Because it looks like it's kind of like on an angle to where it would just be like shot down to the ground if you don't catch it. Like, it's already a flawed design machine.
I feel like that's how they did it back in the 80s, you know, like it was sodas would just shoot out at you at like 100 miles an hour and you have to catch them. All the technology you could do at the time is like pneumatically like ugh.
And it's all flat.
And just like, well, no, not if you catch it right.
I want to say, like, if anyone's ever had flat RC cola, it's not good.
Yeah.
Or a flat days
Oh,
ruins your day.
oh no, that's horrible. If I could count how many birthday parties were ruined off the account of that. Like, why would you just get the name brand? It's my birthday. Yeah.
But yeah, I forget the name of this kid, the character the kid plays.
Yeah.
But he made the smartest decision to grab his catcher's mask.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason the cans don't hit where his hand is holding it, but only like ricochet off the top corners of it. Like,
Well,
the aim.
It's just, I mean, it is a soda machine. It can't be that accurate. Come on.
It's just good fate, I guess, to just bounce off the top parts of the fucking mask.
I'm impressed that this machine's able to even hit him in that general area at all. You know.
Yeah. I would have
And he was
loved.
getting the kids behind him too, which I thought was wild. The range on this thing.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have been the guy inside the machine, just like throwing them out. Like, Jill and I went. What year did Marty come back?
2015.
2015. We went to LA for a Back to the Future convention, and we were in line with the prop guy from Back to the Future, and he kept going off about how he was one of the guys that shot the pizzas out of the rehydrated pizza machines, and that they would have to like do this. What did we say? Like, you had to keep doing the shots over and over again, and just throwing them and throwing them.
Yeah. Hoping to
Were
see,
they like-
hoping to see if he's feeling okay, if he'll come on and do a watch along for part 2.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Dangerous Bob is his name.
Dangerous Returns Pizza.
Who invented Mr. Fusion?
I don't know if he made Mr. Fusion. I know he made the future license plate.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
What
neat.
did he get? He was giving everybody shit at the thing. We got like a copy of the call sheet.
We got the original call sheet with the what's his face before Michael J. Fox was casted.
Oh yeah. God, the hell was his name?
That just sounds like treasure.
It was Eric Stoltz. It was
Mhm.
like Eric Stoltz was still on the call sheet before they replaced him with Michael J. Fox.
Mhm.
I didn't even know that.
yeah.
You learn something new every day.
But okay, Chris Lynn, keep us going through the kill as we go into kill 1.2.
Okay, so, like kid decides to run away, which is smart once he realizes the coach is dead. He's on his bike, but the bike gets stuck because I guess the bike is attacking him now. And then, which leads us to the next thing. Well, no, one of the kids a different kid gets thrown off his bike as the one kid's trying to run away, and then the steamroller bursts through the scoreboard out of nowhere.
It is the bike kid that gets run over.
He's a
No,
different
but it's
kid.
not the vending. It's not the catcher's mitt kid. Catcher's
Oh
mitt.
no, it's not. You're right.
I thought it
Yeah.
was at first.
Of course, he's able to get away on his bike. His bike doesn't flip out on him, more that logic. But yeah, let's just talk about the steamroller, I think, for a minute. The thing was not established in any other part of the movie. It's just there.
Where'd it come from? Where'd it come from?
They didn't show that. It was
I
just a
think they just had access to it.
and it immediately falls off. So any type of effect that you had, oh, this could be like a really cool like situation, just flies out the window, and you're like, oh man. And then a kid.
So fun fact about the steamroller scene itself in particular, when I was doing my research, was that, and all of our sources come from the internet. Obviously, this is one of the facts from IMDb. It says, while shooting the scene in which the steamroller rampages across the baseball diamond, Stephen King asked the special effects department to place a bag of fake blood near the dummy of a younger player who would be run over by it. A smear of blood would appear on the steamroller and be re-smeared on the grass over and over like a printing press. While filming the scene, the bag of blood exploded too soon and sprayed everywhere, making it appear as if the boy's head just exploded. King was thrilled with the results, but censors demanded the shot be cut. So it was supposed to be much, much more gruesome than what it was. And I think if they would have done Lloyd Kaufman's trick in the original Toxic Avenger, what he did was, I believe it was a honeydew melon that they placed underneath the car tire and ran it over to get like the head exploding effect. That they did a honeydew melon. I think the censors would have been okay with that.
I had no idea that he actually like made it so that the head would explode with blood.
Yeah. In theory, it would have been sick. Like I like the idea of the blood smearing on the field. That would have been awesome.
And it would have been that really bright red, like 80s like horror blood. It wouldn't be it would be something with some impact to it.
Oh yeah.
And that with the Man, that would have been something. But I still think it holds up without it, honestly.
No, I think it does.
Yeah.
I think honestly, like as wild as this one is, I think this was like the wacky, like where the wacky started to like take over. Because in
yeah.
the beginning of the movie, because like it just jumps right in. There's no like build up to this meteor or comet or whatever crossing Earth. It just here's a blurbage of text. This is where we are, and it goes right in, and it opens with a bridge like automatically like opening as cars are trying to cross it and like flipping over and people are falling into the river and shit, Titanic style. And then you get to this kill. It's kind of like when it kind of starts really going off the rails of like how ridiculous it is. Because I mean, like prior to that, you have like the cars flipping out. You have this. You have the ATM machine calling Stephen King an asshole, which is my personal favorite line of the whole movie. But yeah, this was like what set it off to be like, oh, this is going to be fun.
You know, I remember like seeing this for the first time years ago when I was like a kid, and I think there's something about the steering wheel that just like pops off the top of it and starts bouncing around. That Annie like it's such a own artifice that
I don't think I noticed that.
Oh, dude, when it burst through, right, making its first appearance, it burst through, right. Oh, it's terrifying. Oh my God, it's a steamroller. It's really ridiculous. And then like it cuts to the kid and it cuts back to the steamroller and the steering wheel is just like this fucking obvious prop that just like bounces out. And like any type of like anything that could even remotely be considered horror is just like it's a joke. You know, that was like the punchline to that joke.
I will say I do in fact enjoy that the sign that it burst through says soda time on it.
Yeah.
Right after we watch this dude get pelted to death with cans of soda.
The machines are working together.
It's so, oh my God, like now that I'm like watching it and looking at it like deeper, it's soda time and it's Mr. Zippy soda and they have ginger ale, root beer, orange soda, and for some reason the Confederate flag.
Well, it is the South. They got their root beers.
What flavor is that?
It's root beer.
But wait, it does seem like it says like a flavor underneath the Confederate flag. I can't see it though.
Where that's just like their soda logo is like the Confederate flag.
That's what I mean.
Well, next to it says "What a cola." Fucking hell.
There's too much room for joke in there. I won't do it. Get this whole episode flagged.
Yeah. That's fair. Oh God. Kind of going down the line, like even though Jess, you haven't seen the movie, Josh, you haven't seen the movie, you obviously we watched the kill and whatnot. So like Jess, like what was going through your mind out of context of the film and just watching the kill itself? And Josh, same question for you after Jess.
So I watched the video of the kill before I even like looked at a synopsis for the movie. So I was kind of like, what the hell is going on? Like, and again, I only watched the steamroller first. And so you're just kind of like that clip, you're just bombarded. The steamroller comes out of nowhere and I had zero context. So I was very confused why a steamroller just broke onto a little league field and ran over a kid. And then obviously I watched the vending machine one. So you kind of see a little bit more, but I still had zero context of the film. Like I had to go back and be like, what is happening here? I'm still a little confused. Like, is there a rhyme or a reason to like which things this is? No. Whatever one felt like.
There are like reoccurring like machine characters. Like there's a semi tractor trailer with like a big like demon goblin face.
It's the Green Goblin from Marvel.
Yeah. and that's like one of like the reoccurring characters that like by the end of the movie, the machines are kind of like they have their own characterization. But and then they establish that their leader, who represents all of the machines collectively, is this tiny little like scooter piece of shit thing from like a nearby like National Guard base, and it communicates with them by beeping like me in Morse code to give them their demands from humanity.
Yeah, and it was to keep them fueled, right?
Yeah, in Bumfuck, North Carolina.
Yeah.
They contact Emilio Estevez at like the speed and feed like truck stop in like Highway 18-4 in like the middle of fucking nowhere. It's really funny.
It's the Dixie Boy.
Yeah, I mean, out of context, it was just kind of like, what is going on, and who hates this little league team so much that they're just killing kids?
You know what it's very similar to? It's very similar to Tremors. Like it's like this, almost like the same plot as Tremors, but in a more obnoxious, stupid, coke-fueled, and drunken way.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Like I
It's
feel
like-
like, I feel like I keep insulting this movie, but like it. I mean, it is a fun movie.
It's goofy as fuck.
Yeah, it's just really.
Josh, what about you? What was your first reaction, like out of context?
So I saw the vending machine one first, and then the steamroller. So when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is our future." I've long believed that machines will rise up and attack humanity. I don't know how. I don't know when. I just strongly believe that that's going to happen. So seeing it, I was like, okay. Kind of a messed up choice to start at the Little League game, and the steamroller was overkill. I was like, that's that they don't even move that fast. That's crazy. But
True,
I
it
was-
it did seem like it had a little extra like oomph in it.
it definitely
Man.
looked like a full truck that just had a steamroller attached. And I was like, it should not be going 50 miles an hour. But it would have to break through a fence. And that movie is our future, in my opinion.
I wonder how they made that set piece too. Just like a giant remote control. Like I'm rewatching it, trying to figure out what that is because I didn't actually like look into researching
I
anything.
think there was so much cocaine on this movie, they just thought like throw a brick on the gas pedal and run away and just let it go, and then we will chase it down to stop it.
Yeah, but it's like it's clearly like a fake like steamroller. Like,
I
I'm
don't
trying
think
to-
that's a fake steamroller. I don't know, man.
Let me look at this steamroller.
I feel like it's a real steamroller.
It looks like a real steamroller, doesn't it? Like I'm looking at it more closely.
I think it's a real steamroller.
It's like a steamroller.
It seems like something he would do, which is why he probably didn't direct anymore, partly.
Well, the trailer has like the best ever line, and it's like, you know, I've seen a lot of Stephen King, but if you want to do it right, you got to do it yourself. It's like, the greatest thing is the trailer is just like King sitting there with his arms crossed and his fucking cockeyed looking into the camera and talking about this movie that he's going to scare the hell out of you. And
Yeah.
I love Stephen King. He's a personal hero of mine, and just seeing that is just like, this is A, why I love him, and B, why I don't love him, because he's so ridiculous.
He said that when he made this movie, he was coked out. Like he didn't remember
Oh, yeah.
anything of it.
He doesn't remember this. He doesn't remember writing Cujo because
Yeah.
he was so blitzed on cocaine. Like
Now, that scared the hell out of me.
I remember him saying like he said in an interview one time, like he would type on his typewriter and he would just have like tissue shoved up his nose because he would do coke and his nose would bleed like excessively from all the cocaine that he would use, that there'd be like dripples of blood on the paper as he would like tear it out. because it would just fall from his nose. That's how bad of a coke problem he had.
He also the one of the people on set was saying that worked with him on this movie was like the call time would be 6 and you'd be having a beer, and by like 8:30 he would be on his 10th beer. Like he was just wasted and coked up all the time.
Like speaking of like the cocaine, real quick, being sidetracked by coke. I think they said that like this was like the most cocaine ever seen on a movie set. Was this movie? Like people, other sets would come and get like cocaine, and especially since we all know Charlie Sheen's Emilio Estevez's brother, you know they were coming packing with cocaine. But one of the things that I saw doing the research, which I didn't know until I read this, was that it was rumored that George Romero ghost directed a large portion of this movie because Stephen King went and sought treatment for his cocaine addiction. And like he was on set a lot because him and George were like really good friends. And it said that while King has never admitted this, he had mentioned that Romero was constantly on set and King would frequently ask him advice about directing. So I think this might have been like for Poltergeist, where they say that Steven Spielberg ghost directed it over Tobe Hooper. This might be the same ordeal with Romero and King for this movie. Carly, your first time watch. What did you think?
Oh, you're muted, Carly.
Carly, you're muted.
You're muted.
The whole time I was like, are they just going to be getting hit by cars the entire movie? They were just like circling the thing, and I was like, what's happening here? But it was definitely, I do like I think my favorite death would be the guy getting the kid getting run over by the steamroller, because it's just like I don't like like I think it's funny that thinking about the actual like forgetting the word, the logistics of putting like just like a little like body double under there, just like oh, that's silly.
They cut it very well.
Yeah.
Of like, the fake shadow over the kid as he covers himself to the forward shot of the head, which was really done well. But what did you think of the movie overall since your first time watching it?
By the end, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bored. I'm not going to lie. I was just like, it's the same thing over and over again.
That's fair. There's only so much you can do with drugs.
Yeah, it was just... yeah.
That's fair. All right, Jill, this was also your first time watch yesterday. Where do you stand?
Every time I didn't think it could get any dumber, it did. It was one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen. As soon as I watched the trailer, I was like, of course Chris picked this. Of course. This is absolutely his choice.
Oh yeah, before we watched it, I had to play the trailer just to set the tone.
The trailer was horrendous. It really set up the tone. It was very Troll 2 level, but with trucks. So it was right up my alley of stupidity. I really wanted them to kill Lisa Simpson immediately because I could not stand her freaking voice, especially her voice. Regular cartoon, fine, but that with the southern accent added in was unnecessary. Pain in my ass. I don't know why no one didn't throw her in front of a truck. It just got dumber and dumber every time I turned around. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh yeah, it's got it all.
It really, and that movie had it all. And then you thought it was done, and then now the child knows Morse code. I'm like, of course he does. It just gets dumber. Yeah.
Yep.
Chris, do you remember the first time you watched this?
Yeah, I think I was like 11 or something, and it was on like HBO. And at this time, like I was fortunate enough that my parents had got HBO, and I would just turn on the TV and watch whatever fucking movie was on. It didn't matter what it was, like from the middle, the end, the beginning, I don't care. And this fucking thing was on, and it started, I think, in the scene where no, I think it was in the very beginning. Yeah, it was in the very beginning, but like it just caught me. Like it just seemed like a dumb movie. I think I was like doing something else and coming back to it and seeing like every time I come back into the room, some fucking crazy thing like uh, the woman who plays Lisa Simpson, forget her name, and just got married, and the husband gets killed in some wacky situation, and she's driving off, and like it follows how all the characters who eventually meet up at the last like truck stop thing, how they survive their encounters with sentient machines trying to kill them.
Hmm.
And by the time we got to the kid being chased down the field with a steamroller, like I feel like that's like a nightmare that I've had like as a small child. You know, like,
Just running away from a steamroller.
yeah, like it's something that really hits you deep primal and like tickles something in my like my animal memory, you know, of something trying to chase me down on a field. And then you just combine that with the steering wheel falling off of the fucking what it might be real. I still to this day think it's some sort of like prop thing because it clearly doesn't have a lot of mass to it. It's hollow inside, bouncing around like it's built like a balloon. You know, it's like looking back at all those like primal fears and facing them with this idea that it's just all a joke and it's you know what I mean, and it's just like a fun ride. And that's how I remember first seeing this movie, and that's why it always like sat with me because it's dumb in like all the right ways.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm gonna assume no, but has anyone read the short story that it was based off of?
No, I haven't.
It was in I've actually never read it either, but I know it's in Night Shift. It's just called Trucks in Night Shift. But yeah, I was reading the wiki on it, and it seems like almost for the most part it's kind of the same, but they obviously emphasized more for the movie. But yeah, it's on my list to read it. I have Night Shift. I should dive into it because Night Shift has some really good stories into it as well. But blah blah blah. What was I gonna say? I don't remember my first time watching it. I watched it, I think, as a teenager, and when I was like really getting into my Stephen King addiction. But all I could think about for the steamroller kill was Austin Powers. Every time that I see it, I just think of Michael McDonald's character and Al Austin just move, and he's just sitting there the whole time. That's all I thought about every time I would watch that. And I think I watched it mainly because like everywhere that I saw was like, oh, this movie's so terrible, you have to watch it. And I think that was like the main reason why I picked it up to go and check it out.
Still can't believe Beyonce was in Austin Powers.
Foxy Cleopatra.
Mm-hmm.
Whole lot of woman.
I'm still trying to find out if the steamroller was real or not.
I'm
Like it has its own like wiki page.
yeah, I'm like reading the wiki page right now. Like it's like creaturefeatures.fandom. And it's like all like the monsters and like movies. It's actually pretty cool.
But it doesn't say if it's real or not, so therefore I believe it was real.
I don't know. I can't believe it. Like it just I need to find out more. I need to dig deeper.
I think you might be in luck because I feel like there was a documentary made about it. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like there was a Maximum Overdrive documentary. Because they remade this movie as well,
Yeah,
like later down the line. It was they made the TV movie based off of the short story Trucks that came out in '97. And it was like I think a USA made for TV movie back when the miniseries was like a big hit.
Yeah.
That I've never seen, so I'm really curious to want to check that out.
I'm gonna have to check my memory bank. I watched a lot of USA original movies.
USA used to have some good stuff.
They still have one of the freakiest ones, Nest, that just got me. That gets me till this day. So I don't
Same.
like bugs.
Oh, wait, I think I've seen Nest. Is it the Bat movie?
No, it's more. It's a straight up bug movie. It's like basically like sentient roaches,
Mm.
Oh, that's
and
horrible.
yeah, the guy like falls into a basement because termites ate throughout all the wood, but the roaches part, and then a huge one just crawls into his mouth, and I was like, I never watched it again. But I don't know why Trucks is sounding familiar.
I need to see this cockroach movie now.
No, you don't.
Maybe you don't want to watch it. It's really bad.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's like bad good for me. I just couldn't for trauma purposes.
No, that's fair. Because it makes me think of like Mimic, and I love Mimic. When it's the it was the Guillermo del Toro flick with like the bugs in the sewer.
Oh
Oh.
yeah,
Jose, has anyone
Yeah.
seen that? Has no one seen Mimic? The kid talks to it with fucking spoons and shit. It's great.
I feel like I've seen Mimic.
It came out around the same time, but I never saw Mimic.
Mimic is awesome. I highly recommend
Mimic is
people to watch Mimic. About a genetically modified insect. It's awesome. Don't watch the sequels though. There was like 3 sequels.
Yeah.
Are not good.
Okay.
Apparently, a lot of people on Reddit are saying that when Maximum Overdrive originally came out on tape, that original version of the scene with the head exploding was in circulation.
Oh.
Like people are saying, like they distinctly remember watching like the head pop like a balloon, and it was like terrifying because they were like little kids. Or
I love that.
maybe they're just lying. I don't know.
No, like I wouldn't doubt it if it like made its way somehow. I would hope so. Because I think that would be cool to see it actually happen.
Yeah. I love the voice of Lisa Simpson screaming, "Curtis, are you dead?"
Well, she does just scream Curtis the whole time.
Curtis.
Oh my god.
I loved her. She was such a diva. I loved her.
She's a pain
She
in the
really
ass.
was. I love it. Like,
That
I
was-
can't drive when you're yelling at me. That's
No, yeah. I was like, I love her.
oh, Yardley Smith.
Yeah.
What a gem she was. She did so there was an audiobook of Night Shift, and she did one of the stories for the audiobook. And I remember listening to it. It was God, I forget which one it was. It was something about frogs though. It was like they go to this small town and it like starts raining frogs. And she did the narration for that. And I remember thinking that it was like really funny that Lisa Simpson is reading a story about frogs raining down.
She was also in The Legend of Billie Jean. If anybody's seen that one.
I don't think I did.
She played the friend, a friend who was like had never gone through puberty or something, even though she was like in her early 20s or like late teens.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's an interesting. That's a weird movie. That's an interesting romp.
Oh, excuse me.
But she was really
The frog story is in Nightmares and Dreamscapes. That was the collection. It's called Rainy Season.
I gotta find out the steamroller was. Oh, wait a minute.
Did you figure it out?
Here's a photo of him. on eBay, original Stephen King Maximum Overdrive press kit, still of it's still a photograph of Stephen King sitting on the roller coaster. Right, you can buy it on eBay for $29.99. Yeah, look at that.
Drop the link.
I can't. Yeah, let me drop the link here.
Yeah, I want to see this photo.
Actually, because I got it on my laptop and Firefox don't. I got the thing on the phone and the laptop and the Glaven, so I'm just going to text to the group.
There we go.
Are you kidding me? That's not art. Hold on, because now I'm also interested in the steamroller. Are they saying it's not a real steamroller because it didn't run on Steam?
Is that what it says?
Because no, I don't. That's a cop out. They're saying because they're like, no, it's not a steamroller. It's a sentient machine. I'm like, what? No.
That photo is no longer available.
Another guy's selling his for $14.99 from this press kit, and this one's got a higher resolution. Here, look at.
Yeah, that's definitely a real steamroller. If he's sitting on it like that, it has to be real.
How they can go that fast and they're that bouncy and scary? I'm starting to have I just assumed it was fake. Now that I realize that's a real steamroller.
I feel like everything is possible in the 80s.
Well, maybe they.
They didn't have safety measures then.
They fueled it on the cocaine.
Yeah. Oh man, I want this picture on my wall. Anything's possible.
I fucking love that.
It's not like they didn't redo it with, I guess that was a one and done. They couldn't redo it with the steering wheel glued into place, right?
One other little factoid that I found that I feel like is definitely worth sharing is because it combines two of my all-time favorite worlds, Stephen King and Evil Dead. The note was, it's because of this movie Evil Dead became a franchise, and Stephen King loved Evil Dead, and his high praise of the film is largely credited to the success of Evil Dead. It says, while making this film, King heard Sam Raimi and the other creators were having a difficult time making the sequel to making Evil Dead 2. He brought this to the attention of Dino De Laurentiis, who produced Maximum Overdrive. He also produced David Lynch's Dune. Dino did a lot of producing in the 80s, a big Italian producer. So Dino De Laurentiis helped Sam Raimi make Evil Dead 2. And if it had not been for Stephen King and Dino De Laurentiis' relationship on Maximum Overdrive, we would not have Evil Dead 2, An Army of Darkness, and the legacy behind that, or the legacy that followed that, which makes me very, very happy, although this movie was riddled with other issues.
Good.
Bad.
Yeah.
Didn't DG also produce Beetlejuice?
Who?
Didn't they produce DG, the De Laurentiis' company?
Let's see.
Beetlejuice. I think that was a DEG.
Let's see. A DEG.
Yeah, I've never seen this logo.
So he did a lot. So let's see. Okay. Did he do Beetlejuice?
He did some
Doesn't look like he did Beetlejuice, but he did do Hannibal and Red Dragon. He did the 1970s King Kong film, the Flash Gordon movie from the 80s, Cat's Eye. He did The Witches.
Lynch stuff. He did
He did Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet, yeah. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Another classic. Yeah.
It is.
Can't go wrong with that one. But yeah, De Laurentiis been around for a while, and yeah, I thought that was just really, really noteworthy, especially because it just combines two of my favorite worlds.
The movie he produced directly before this one was My Little Pony, the movie. Wow.
The man's got range. He doesn't discriminate genre.
Wow.
Respect.
Yeah, can't argue that too much.
Danny DeVito and
That could win on Two Truths and a Lie.
Well, who was it?
The game Two Truths and a Lie, that could definitely win.
Yeah, it's true. All right, to kind of go around the room, we can get our like final thoughts and everything like that. I'm gonna start with Carly, since this is your first time watching. So, what's like your ultimate final thoughts of both The Kill and film itself?
The Kill, funny. The film, it was good until I got a little bored at the end. But other than that, I liked it.
Did you, or are you even on Letterboxd? Did you rate it on Letterboxd or anything?
I'm not on Letterboxd. I'm not. Maybe I should get on there.
I personally like Letterboxd. I use it to keep track of shit that I watch.
I should probably do that. I don't know what I'm watching.
All right, Jess, how about you? Final thoughts?
Good kill. I was kind of confused what was going on, but understanding the concept, I mean, it was the 80s, but I agree with Josh that with all the AI and everything else, and this is realistic of our future of machines taking over the world. But the kill itself, funny, comical. Yeah. There are little league teams that I wouldn't mind seeing in the same position. So,
Damn. Spoken from the heart. Fuck them kids. How about you?
So the kills themselves, once again, I did think they were funny, and at the same time, I know that they're coming for us. So I immediately thought of defensive like standards, and then that's why I thought the steamroller was overkill, because I don't know what I can do against that. But it has me thinking, so I'll be prepared now. I'll tell you that.
All that kid had to do was roll to the left. I think he would have been okay.
That is true.
Jill, how about you?
I mean, I think the movie, like I said, just gets dumber every time throughout the movie, and I loved it. I think the kill, like the soda machine, really sets up for the steamroller to come out of nowhere. One really leads into the other. Makes total sense. It's great. It's one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen, and I loved it.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. I think as a constant reader in Stephen King Die Hard, I enjoy it for what it is. And it's one of those movies where you watch the movie for how it was made, not the movie itself, because it's fucking batshit crazy in all the right ways. And if anything, you don't look at it for the quality of it. You look at it for entertainment purposes. And this movie is highly, highly entertaining. And the kills themselves are not to say creative, but practical for what was around. We're going to end it with Chris. What are your final thoughts?
It's just like I kind of said earlier. I feel like it plays on those primal fears as a child. Like one of the reviewers describes this film as, and I quote, as long as King is, well, basically he described it as a film where like here. Paul Antanasio of the New York Post wrote that the film is like sitting alongside a 3-year-old as he skids his Tonka trucks across the living room floor and says, "We," right? Except and it is like when you're a kid, you dream of like this is the type of like thing that like kind of like it scares you before you have a sense of like reality. Like I've literally had nightmares like this of like the machines coming alive, and it's just so wonderfully dumb. It's like you remember back. It has that nostalgia factor of like you remember back when you were scared of things like this. Well, here it is in all its glory for you to just like scoff at, and that's why this movie is always going to be a classic for me. It's wonderfully done.
No. Hell yeah. So I want to thank everybody for being on the call, and to thank everybody who have been supporting us in the show itself, whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on Spotify. Thank you guys for all of that, and we will see you with a brand new kill soon. So thank you.